Let's start off, man. Born in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
What part? And how was your come up when it came to your growing up in Atlanta?
I was born at Grady, downtown, you know what I'm saying, Grady Memorial Hospital. Was kind of raised up here where like the west side, over there in the West End area, Oak Street. Then I moved a little bit, stayed with my dad a little bit on the east side. Then I moved to my grandma's house on the east side, stayed with her for till I was about 8. Went to school with her. She taught school or whatever out there. And then I moved with my mom. My mom was like, now by then, mom, dude, you know what I'm saying? She was, in the street or whatever. But we ain't never really get to see that because we would go over there on the weekend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up going over there and Shawty was like, it was the hood for real. So, and it wasn't nothing like grandma's house. And then grandma had this look on her face. My granddad had this look on their face like, is it? And I'm like, why y'all looking like that? Man, we coming right back. Going on for the weekend. Man, but we went over there that weekend, but we ain't never go back. Mom and Duke were talking crazy and she was like, man, get your ass outside. Go play with the mother boys, find you some friends around here.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? But she was real aggressive. I was like, that you never talked to me like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and nigga went outside, and I be telling this story because it's funny to me now that I look back at my little childhood, cause I had been living under the shelter of my grandma, my dad and all of them. My daddy here in the church real heavy. My grandparents here too. They ain't, I went to a predominantly white school with all kind of other races there. Right. So for me coming from that to going to the straight hood, everybody black, nigga fired out, man, it was crazy to go from that. Like it's like taking Steve Urkel and dropping him off in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't Steve Urkel, but I wasn't like I wasn't on that.
It was a culture shock.
Yeah, like so I'm walking, I go, in all the hoods and all the projects, they got these long these fields in Atlanta where if you ain't never seen them, like it used to be just fields in the hood, like just everywhere, projects, apartments everywhere. And it was because they used to be big as So I'm walking, I see these little dudes playing, and it's like 12 of them outside playing. They be like my size, look smaller and bigger. And I'm like, at that time, I ain't know in the hood, you can't look nobody in the eye. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to just keep walking. Like, if you don't want to f them, just keep walking. And I ain't know that. I was just like, they playing, I used to be playing, throw them up. I throw the ball up, catch it myself, and then I fall or some shit. I go down the street with my cousin, how they got, I'm looking at in amazement that they doing this, man, and they ain't got no gear on or nothing like that. I say, and they were like, I looked at them, they were like, hey, Shawty, come here. Hey, who you is? Where you come from? And I was like, I just came from my grandma's house. We stay over here now. They were like, look how you talk. Shawty, like, stay over here
They
now.
can tell you were from around there.
Boy, they were on my neck. They were like, how old you is? I was like, I'm 8. They were like, he 8. He ain't like, you know what I mean? They were clowning me, cuz. And they were like, hey, you ever play throw them up, eat them up? And I was like, nah, I never played that. What's that? And it was like, yeah, you throw it up. Whoever catch the ball got to get it and run it either that touchdown or that touchdown. And then, you know what I'm saying, you go again until you get hit and the ball turn loose.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. That was up. And they were like, come on, just play with her. I was like, nah, I'm just feeling. They were like, man, come on, man. They done grab me, cuz. Nah, they done grab me, cuz. Done put me in the middle. We all in the field and stuff. They throw the ball up. I'm like kind of just watching, just trying to see how they doing it. And niggas did like that. Boom. Run, nigga, run. I'm like, what? I started running and They trying to tackle me and they can't do it. I don't know how to play no football, bro. Like, I'm just running. I seen it on TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm running and like that. Man, them folk, I get to the touchdown, them folk catch up to me, man. All them folk just jump on me. And I'm talking about, they ain't just tackle me. They like, bam.
They ain't tell you about that part.
I'm like, oh, like what the f? And I wasn't cursing or none of that. These little niggas were cursing. They were like, nigga, nigga, we 8, nigga. I'm like, y'all cursing already. Like, what going on?
All this just new to you.
It just new to me, because the kids on my end weren't doing that, bro. Like, they were not playing like that. They were playing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like kids? These like
Yeah,
look like
yeah.
act like teenagers.
Man, these some motherfucking hoodlums, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, when I look at it now, bro, and then they turned me into that after every day going through that. Cause I ran from them, bro. After that happened, I got away from them and I ran, and they chased me back to the house and shit, man. I came in, I was all bruised up, grass in my hands, dirt in my shirt. My mom
What your
tearing
mama
up.
saying?
My mama like, what the fuck wrong with you? What the hell happened?
Yeah.
I'm thinking she finna go tell some shit up. She like, I'm like, man, they beat me up. I was playing football. I ain't know what to say, man. I just know they beat me up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She said, you better take your motherfucking ass back outside.
Right, yeah.
And do whatever you got to do, cause you over here now. Shit, you finna be over here every day.
Yeah.
You might as well get used to it. I ain't ready no. You ain't got no panties on.
So when you left, you left your grandmama to go stay with your mama.
Yeah, and that was it.
What, did they ever tell you the reason why was she just not ready at first for you early on?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had to get herself together. You know?
Okay.
See, I love y'all relationship now. Cause you explain to the audience like, what was it like growing up with your mom?
Yeah.
From getting to one place in y'all life to the new place in y'all life.
Yeah. I always like how Tupac used to say it was like a dictator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Relationship.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dictator relationships. I just be like, crazy. Like, she is crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but it went from that to getting beat up every day to I would beat niggas up. You know what I'm saying? I was into that fighting. And it just kept going. And I just got into that shit, bro, you know, growing up. You know what I'm saying? Then mom, dude, she went from being a little nurse to like with the dope boys, and then like she selling dope, you know what I'm saying? Then she met my stepdad, and then she was pimping hoes and selling dope, and then he was like the big nigga on the south side, Cleveland Avenue, Stewart Avenue. Stewart Avenue is now Metropolitan, you know what I'm saying? And they had hoes out there, and then he get locked up, and she take over his hoes. You know what I'm saying? I seen my mom put money in the wall, the floor, all kinds, the ceiling, all kinds of. You know what I'm saying? I didn't help to count it.
Real life.
So what about your biological father? Did you ever really? I know you talked about it on the show and stuff before, but did you ever really meet him before or anything like that?
Yeah, that's my dog. That's that's the reason why I think I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, my dad he in the God heavy. You know what I'm saying? And he introduced me back to God. You know what I'm saying? So, well, like I ain't too hooded out. But I ain't no too, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't too far off into church neither. You know what I'm saying? I'm into the Bible. I'm into my spirituality. I'm into the connection. But the religion part, it's something that just drop off somewhere. Even though I know everything, just something that drop off somewhere. But that's where I get that part from. You know what I'm saying? My pops, because that's always been like my number one best friend. Right?